Mumbai. The city of dreams. The beating heart of India's financial world. But in the 90s, it became the stage for one man's rise to unimaginable wealth, and a scandal so big it shook the nation's economy to its core. This is the story of Harshad Mehta, the big bull of Dalal Street. In the late 1980s, India's stock market was a closed playground for a few elite players. Then came a man from a modest Gujarati family, Harshad Mehta. A man with charm, audacity, and an insatiable appetite for money. Born in 1954, Mehta's early life didn't hint at the headlines he'd later make. His father ran a small textile business. Young Harshad wasn't a prodigy, but he was curious, especially about one thing, the stock market. After struggling through odd jobs, from selling cement to working as a salesman, Harshad finally stepped into the chaotic world of Dalal Street in 1980 as a jobber. And this is where his real education began. Mehta understood one thing early: in the markets, perception is reality. If you could make people believe a stock was going up, they'd make it go up. By the late 80s, Harshad had built a reputation. Some called him a financial wizard. Others whispered about manipulations. But everyone agreed on one thing: he was making the market dance. Between 1990 and 1992, the Sensex surged from 1,000 points to over 4,500, a 450% rise. Behind the rally, Harshad Mehta, now nicknamed the Big Bull. Lavish parties. Expensive cars. Helicopters. Harshad became the poster boy of India's new money dream. But nobody knew that his empire was built on a financial time bomb, because behind the bullish runs and champagne toasts, Harshad was siphoning money using a loophole so simple it stunned regulators. The stage was set for India's biggest stock market scam. Before we dive into the story proper, I want to use the medium to say thank you to my subscribers and returning subscribers for your support towards the growth of this channel. And if you are a new person, please subscribe, drop a comment, like and share to encourage this channel, as I bring in new financial crime documentary every week to your doorsteps. Born in 1954, Harshad Mehta's life began far from the flashing lights of Dalal Street. From a tiny village in Gujarat to the crowded lanes of Mumbai, the Mehtas carried with them little more than ambition. Like many families of the era, they sought fortune in India's growing cities. Young Harshad was an average student at Janta Public School in Bhilai, more known for cricket than academics. Graduating with AB.com in 1976, he stepped into a world of odd jobs: hosiery salesman, cement contractor, even a diamond sorter. But the numbers. The markets. They kept calling. In 1981, Harshad leaped into the world of finance as a jobber at Harjavanda's Nemata Securities. It was here, amid chaotic hand signals and frantic trades, he found his true calling. By 1986, he had acquired his own broker's card and founded Growmore Research Asset Management with his brother Ashwin. Harshad Mehta was no longer a small player, he was fast becoming the Amitabh Bachchan of Dalal Street. His lifestyle turned heads: foreign cars, a sea-facing mansion in Worli, and whispers of a man who could move markets with a single trade. Behind the glamour lay a complex scheme. Harshad exploited a loophole in the banking system's ready-forward deals. With fake bank receipts, BRs, he borrowed vast sums from banks, funneling the money into blue-chip stocks like ACC, Sterlite, and Videocon. In just months, ACC's stock price surged from 200 Indian rupees to nearly 9,000 Indian rupees. The Sensex itself leapt from 1,200 to over 4,500, fueled largely by one man's ambition. Harshad's charisma and replacement cost theory made him a hero to the masses. But beneath the euphoria, cracks were forming. Journalist Sucheta Dalal began noticing irregularities, particularly a missing 500 Indian rupees crore in State Bank of India's accounts. On April 23, 1992, her exposé shattered the illusion. The Sensex tumbled from its dizzying heights, wiping out fortunes overnight. Banks faced insolvency. Some officials, unable to bear the shame, took their own lives. Harshad Mehta, once the big bull, was now the face of India's greatest financial scandal. Charged with over 70 criminal cases, Harshad fought to defend his name. His lawyers argued he merely exposed systemic flaws. The courts thought otherwise. Convicted for financial crimes, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. But Harshad's story ended abruptly on December 31, 2001, his heart giving out inside Tihar jail. He was just 47. From Harshad's ashes, India's financial system rebuilt itself stronger. The man who broke it had also forced it to evolve. Harshad Mehta's legacy remains a cautionary tale of ambition, greed, and the thin line between brilliance and deception. April 23, 1992. A routine banking investigation cracked open a scandal worth over 4,000 Indian rupees crore. India's financial system was about to implode. Journalist Sucheta Dalal exposed how Harshad Mehta used ready-forward deals and fake bank receipts to siphon money from public sector banks. Mehta's empire collapsed like a house of cards. From hero to villain overnight, he was arrested and paraded in front of cameras. The big bull brought down. The scam wiped out the savings of millions. Middle-class families lost their life earnings. Stocks plummeted. Trust in India's financial system shattered. Over the next decade, Mehta fought over 70 criminal cases. In 2001, while still embroiled in legal battles, he died of a heart attack in Thane jail. He was just 47, but even in death, his story didn't end. Some still call him a genius who played a flawed system. Others see him as a crook who betrayed a nation's trust. The Harshad Mehta scam led to sweeping reforms. SEBI strengthened, stricter banking regulations, and electronic trading systems. But questions linger. Has the system really changed? Harshad Mehta's legacy is a cautionary tale of ambition, greed, and a stock market that still remembers the man who made it soar and then crash. The Big Bull. Who went too far? The Big Bull charged too far, too fast, and paid the ultimate price. This is the ledger. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.